Alright, easy enough.
Alright.
So now, TV's muted, stream should be on. Things are happening.
Alright.
The wonders of technology. Okay, so... Lords of the Fallen.
Alright, Lords of the Fallen.
God! This has been tough. So I wanted to start off 2015 with us doing our couples therapy thing. I rebranded our YouTube channel.
Right, quality time now, not couples therapy, right?
Yeah, it's quality time, but I'm still calling the video series kind of quality time. Whatever. It's an excuse for you and I. We're now married.
Yes.
So what started last year as kind of our Games with a Girlfriend series, now you're my wife. So legally, you own half of all the videos that we shoot. No, I wanted, I kind of had this early gamer thing going before because I was kind of like, hey, this sounds like something I'm surly sometimes and I play games. Sure, why not? So just something stupid to do. And I had fun with it. I created little videos and things like that. But my favorite content was the stuff we did together.
Yeah.
And then the stuff that we've done with Mark and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, he's not part of our marriage, no matter what he might think.
But you guys can do videos.
But we'll probably do some other stuff, things like that. But I mean, the idea was I wanted to do something that was more centered on us. I wanted to do like one video of a week at least. I wanted to do a different game every week, and then I wanted to also pick up where we left off before our wedding in October and before all this craziness happened with Dragon Age and that playthrough that you're doing. I want to pick up back with that. So anyway,
that's fun.
That's the setup. Lords of the Fallen was a game that we tried to do on the PC. I tried to record it. It didn't archive on the PC version. And then I started having all kinds of problems on the PC version because of the NVIDIA drivers or whatever. I was getting blue screens of death. My computer was crashing left and right. The game would crash out. It was just a pain in the ass. So I did what any rational person would do. I spent another $60 to buy this on the PlayStation 4 just so I could actually play it.
Welcome to our marriage, yes.
Right, exactly. But at least I got your approval first.
Yes.
Or, we talked about it, so it's cool, whatever. Lords of the Fallen is like in the vein of Dark Souls. I know we've already kind of set this up before. I have Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, and I like those games, and I've played a few hours of each of them, but they never clicked with me. I never grabbed them, and some of it was like, I think the mechanics are intentionally, kind of, I don't want to say like, maybe obfuscated a little bit, like it's just a little tough, because they hide some what do the stats do? What does this do? What does that do?
Okay.
It just wasn't as clean. The interface wasn't as easy to read and things of that sort. They just didn't grab me. And some of it could be the aesthetic and things like that too. Anyway, Lords of the Fallen is a brand new take on that, and it's kind of it's a Souls game without them wanting to call it Dark Souls, but it basically takes the formula. I think it improves on things a lot of ways. A lot of the old like Dark Souls and Demon Souls veterans will scoff and say like Lords of the Fallen is like Demon Souls for babies. You know what I mean?
I'm sure.
Because anytime you make anything more accessible, people, the hardcore, will automatically criticize it. But whatever. I like this game. It's been fun. And I just kind of wanted to play some with you and show you about it.
So is there a name for this genre of game besides Dark Souls-esque?
No.
Is it just like punch you in the nuts RPG combat?
They kind of what I kind of hear is like a Souls game. Like that's kind of like, I really don't know what the genre would be called other than that. Like Bloodborne's coming out later this year and for Sony.
Oh,
that's
that
PlayStation 4
cool.
exclusive, and that's the one that's kind of like the Victorian England look, like all that kind of a horror thing.
That one looks fun.
So play that. But anyway, we talked a lot, and we haven't played anything.
All right, play.
So we'll play.
And again, this is the PS4 version.
Correct. So, we're just going to go with a new game here. You know the deal.
No, let's see something new. Did you get this guy up to where we were last time?
Yeah, but the idea is we're still recording a video for people who may not have seen anything.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's probably best for us to start over new and kind of show what the game does.
Okay.
Right?
I actually know these levels now.
I know, but we'll go. I'll tell you what. We'll do a little bit. We'll play around with it a little bit,
and then we'll jump ahead.
Then we'll jump ahead.
Okay, cool.
All right. Not that I'm that far ahead. You can see I've only got like an hour in on this guy, but I can probably know this stuff backwards and forwards. So, the magic types here, where you've got more like the Solace type, which is kind of more like a cleric-y thing. So this is kind of how you build your character. You pick your magic type selection. So I can pick like Brawler, which is basically like a lot of melee focused, go hit stuff really hard abilities. deception, which is more kind of the roguish stuff. A lot of fading in and out of the shadows, things of that sort. And then the solace line, which is again more kind of like protection and retribution kind of things. So basically you pick your magic type and then you pick your armor type, which armor is interchangeable. Like, you will find all these different armor sets in the game and they'll all have different requirements to wear them. So this is just kind of like, what do you feel like starting with? Whereas magic, once you pick a magic type, you're locked into it for the rest of the game. You can't. You're not going to like say, "Oh, I'm learning Solace, but now I want to go learn these." At least not that I've seen. It seems like once you're locked into a line, you're locked into a line. So equipment is like kind of like heavy, light, and medium, and then they give you a summary. So obviously, I'm a cleric. So if I took the Solace magic and the medium armor, I'm considered a cleric.
Okay.
So what do you feel like?
I want to go super stealthy rogue stabby.
Okay. So that would be deception with the light armor?
With the light armor, yeah.
Okay.
What are we going to call that?
We'll just call it a rogue.
Straight up rogue. Okay.
So then they give you kind of a little...
Yeah, the previous one, it was like, what, outlaw? Is like all the grimdark class
like on
names.
my other ones, I'm playing a paladin, so it's pretty much the opposite of this, where it's heavy armor and then the solace magic, so it's all about defenses. I really like it, but rogue is absolutely cool. I've probably played almost every combination of this. I've played the first hour and a half of this game like probably 7 times.
Right. So we've got light armor, and we got kind of some selfish abilities. Or do we really have any abilities yet? We just
you don't really typically start with stuff like the first spell of every magic line is just kind of your little decoy spell.
Okay.
And then based on the type of magic it is, if it's the solace line, when that thing's active, you'll regenerate magic. If it's the deception line, you will regenerate energy, which is the resource you use to like attack, dodge, and do everything in the game other than spells. And then if you are a brawler and take kind of like that magic line, then you'll regenerate health.
Okay. So are we going to be using a lot more energy as a rogue? Than we did when we were a brawler?
I wouldn't say more energy. But we're definitely we're gonna be attacking a lot of fast attacks in quick succession as opposed to like big mauling attacks.
Got it.
This guy, you play Harkin. This is the story about how Harkin found his favorite hammer.
Now he got those sweet tattoos.
Well, you don't know about that.
No, we don't.
But I guess that does mark him as like some sort of outlaw. You know, these games are kind of like, you know, you're playing the grim, dark.
Yeah, something terrible happened.
Anyway, cinematic,
Whatever, cinematic.
I noticed in this version they just showed the fight.
Uh-huh.
Let me see something real quick.
I see you've heard me.
In a world where one man. Yeah, so they had his subtitles on the screen, but I didn't hear him like delivering his hugely cheesy lines of dialogue there.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I'm fine. Anyway, a different time, a different war. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
I don't either. Like,
I wonder
before?
what he's still saying.
After?
Either way, our quest for Antanas nears a conclusion. I hope he's worth all the men we've lost on our way here.
He can't just open a door. He has to kick it open.
You made it. Let's get to work.
It does look very nice, though.
It looks pretty good.
It's quiet.
I'm pretty happy with this.
Even for a monastery. Hold on.
Oh, I know. I'm going to look at the problem because I think the way we're capturing the audio out of the PS4, we're not hearing the dialogue.
Oh.
So, but maybe that's also why I'm hearing like all this crazy music like jacked way up. So I'll look at something. It could be something on my end. Who knows?
get it sounded.
Well, I can hear some of the game sound that's going on over there right before you're done.
All right.
Okay, so these are Rogar. I already know the basics, but I'll go through this anyway. So we go. It's gonna have me kind of walk through the combat. Notice the 2 brackets. So then I can, you can right click, lock. They show you how to do that. So now it's the time to attack with a fast attack, which is R1. Another fast attack, and then you can chain things. And this is telling me how to evade.
Okay, so you do a little dodge roll.
Yep.
And then stab.
Yep, that kind of. So it's basically trying to teach me, like, hey, you can. These are the mechanics of the game.
Right.
All right. That's it. Oh yeah, my sweet demonic weapons pack.
Oh, is this a DLC thing?
Yeah, it's stuff I bought for the PS4 version because I have a problem.
Okay.
Just like some little extras you could have bought with the game for like $2 or whatever. And I did it because I love this game and I'm going to play it and get a platinum on it, and I really don't care. So I was happy to spend like $2 extra on it. I mean, I already spent $60 for a whole new version of it.
Sure,
So
might as well.
why stop there if you're going to embrace the insanity? So again, the kind of way this sets up, you can do. I'm hitting the triangle button so I can go like 1 dagger and a shield if I want to, or I can go double dagger. I lose the ability to block, but I can now attack with a whole new. I can do left trigger and right trigger
Nice,
to do,
okay.
and the bumpers to do left and right attacks correspondingly. If I was using a 2-handed weapon, I would be basically forego. I could have a shield in one hand, go to one hand, or I could grab my 2-hander with 2 hands and then swing and hit a little harder.
Oh, so you're controlling each one with the trigger. The
yeah, so
corresponding trigger.
each
Huh.
corresponding trigger is an arm, essentially, when you're dual wielding.
Nice, okay.
So I can, And before we get too far into this, I think I'm going to. I don't know what's going on with our capture audio, but I think I am going to. Just listen to it through that instead.
Okay.
I shouldn't interfere too much with what's going on game audio wise, but
Yeah.
it just
Okay.
was a little distracting. Alright, let's try this. So again, I'm going to lock on. These guys are blind. Well, you remember this stuff, I mean, but some people may not, or because it's their first time seeing it. So these guys are blind, and I can attack them, at least get the jump on it. What you'll notice when I am attacking down there, you see that energy bar? We got a little thing here. There's red, yellow, and blue. Red is my health, yellow is energy, blue is how much magic I have. So when I attack, each of these animations, you can see like, okay, it's taking energy every time I do a little swing, right? Light swing or heavy swing. If you time them correctly, you'll see a little pulse, and each attack will take less energy than it would have normally. And if you chain them properly, you can get attacked. So if I just go 1, 2, and then 3, okay, fine. I just did that, but 3 light attacks, all right. But I'm not timing them optimally.
Okay.
If I time them optimally, it looks more like this. And now I did that combo.
And that was a powerful combo.
Yeah, so yeah, it was like 1, 2, and then the third attack now becomes a combo.
Nice, okay.
That's a light, or I could do the same thing with same thing with heavy attacks. Or I can mix. I can do light and then heavy.
Nice, okay.
So it's just something to be aware of. I mean, I kind of like that they.
Get the chest.
It adds a little more complexity.
Get the chest.
Which one?
Get the
Oh.
chest.
Gonna roll into everything?
Yes.
Yeah, roll into everything to break it. So yeah, these are the different weapons I could use. So that Thek and Ihir and Margir or whatever, these are weapons I got from my little download pack or whatever.
So are those daggers better?
No, they're exact. See the steel dagger? It's exactly the same starting weapon as I would. I think it just says, these
It
have.
just looks cooler.
They look cooler.
Right, they look better.
So whatever, I'll give him a shot. Again, that's DLC stuff. The buckler, 3 defense, block. I'm going to go ahead and unequip that because I don't need that half-pound of weight. Thank you very
Nope.
much.
We'll stab stuff.
And you can see all my armor here that I can select. You can mix and match this stuff if you will. I got runes, which sometimes those unlock little chests. Attribute point shards, I could spend those right now and increase my attributes a little bit. Same thing with the spell point. Those came with that DLC stuff I bought.
Oh, wow.
It's like a little bit of power creep, but it's not exactly pay to win because, like,
Yeah.
it's $2. You know what I mean? Right. And it's, yeah, but whatever. I bought it because I'm going to play through this whole game and I love it and I wanted to support it. Now, the important thing to remember is, see down at the green, down at the bottom where you see weight, my maximum carry capacity is 20.
Right, okay.
Because I have...
Because you're wearing light armor.
Because I'm... No, well, not just because I'm wearing light armor, but because I'm wearing less than a certain amount. You basically have green, gray, or yellow is how that'll be displayed.
Okay.
If it's yellow, that's where you get, like, the big fat guy roll.
Oh,
where, like, you
yes.
can barely roll in your gear. You're not very nimble. If it's gray, you're kind of in the middle. You'll move about a medium speed, and your roll will be about medium. And if it's green, that's when you're super nimble, super quick, and you can do like really fast dodges. I kind of like that you can dodge and then come into an attack right out of that.
Right.
So
whereas if you had big heavy armor, you just kind of like tump.
you just kind of tump. But yeah, so it's like you'll see on that paladin. I'll switch over to him in a little bit.
Yeah.
It's complete opposite.
Oh, right, you said these guys are blind. Okay.
Yeah. I see. I should have went with the light attacks there too, because instead of the big heavies, because I probably could have comboed him and staggered him out, so he wouldn't have even hit me.
Oh, yeah.
So let's try with this guy. Also, if you can get behind people, let me see. I'm trying to be real quiet here. Nope. Okay, he heard me. This other guy didn't? Okay. So if you get behind people, see if this will do it here. And hit the light.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's kind of an
Nice.
execution. So if you get behind him and hit like the light attack, which on here is R1, with the primary weapon, you can get some sick execution style.
Because it's so grim.
Grim and dark.
Yay, found a thing.
I like the way this game looks.
So tell us about those little shards.
Little shark, they're just the
Oh,
yeah, I got a little secret there on that.
you found a room.
Yay! That's
So
just
these
how
little
that's
red
how they handle loot. So you can see in that little red shards, or that one contained an empty bottle, which you can see I have 6 potions.
Okay.
Starting with the
So
rogue,
that
which is
gave
a
you an
lot.
empty one.
So now I have like 7 potions. So that's huge to start
Yeah,
with.
that's a lot.
And I'll show you how to replenish those later. Like conversely, like on the paladin, I think I started with 2,
Oh, wow.
which made me a little more conservative about my health. But I also started with a hell of a lot bigger health bar. Like the rogue is going to take damage a lot more than the paladin did. I like the way the game looks. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I like the art.
It's not perfect, and I obviously, when I had it working on my PC and it was cranked up, it looked better than this. But even for the PlayStation 4, I mean, this is pretty good looking, I think. Good night, sir. I love that.
It is
I like the way they've handled the light.
And it is
Oh, yeah, that's
changing
nice.
me. My skull. The bones are moving, growing. It does not feel like poison in my veins, more like liquid darkness. We have seen with others what happens next. Eyesight goes first, then follows sanity. Brother William, Brother Peter and I won't let the disease take us.
See if I can get around
We
this guy, I
will
guess.
choose death before it chooses us.
Dodge. There you go. Oops.
I'm getting better at these.
Uh-huh.
The important thing to remember is that they're not always an instant kill either.
Okay, so on your when you're getting experience, I saw
Yeah.
there's like a little modifier. Tell us about the modifier.
Okay, so you can see, like, yeah, my experience is 335 right now. There are going to be little save points that I can go up to,
Okay.
and if
So that's
I can-
different from like Dark
yeah.
Souls.
I can go up, yeah.
You can save.
Well, the Dark Souls has like campfires and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, right,
That's a different
right.
mechanic. We'll just talk about, yeah, and you could save in those as well. But the thing with this, with Lords of the Fallen, is you can go up to them. The longer I keep killing, I can save at those things, but I got two options when I save. I can save and not replenish, or I can save and replenish.
Okay.
And what I mean by replenish is it'll fill up my health, it'll fill up my magic, it'll fill up my energy, it'll refill all my potion bottles,
Right, and so including the empty ones
including the empty
that
ones.
you've collected. Okay.
Correct. But it resets my experience modifier back down to 1. If I replenish, or if I save without replenishing, I can save where I'm at in the progress, but don't replenish my health, don't replenish my potions, anything like that. I can get a higher and higher XP modifier.
The longer you go without replenishing, the higher your XP modifier goes.
Correct.
Okay.
And that's what you'll see, like 1.5, 1.6, whatever. Like the longer I go.
Got it.
And being that it's a Souls game, as we talked about earlier, if I die, there'll be a little cloud or whatever that'll have all my experience. Like it'll basically be where my soul was left behind after I died.
Oh.
And then I've gotten. Oh, I only have so long. It's time. I have so long to make it back to there, and then kind of like click on it and reabsorb my experience, or that experience is gone forever.
Oh, shit.
So you could play for 3 hours and then lose it all. So you really have to be cautious. Now, again, this game's a little more forgiving than this, some of the soul stuff is, but it's still, it's a very real, threat that you have to be kind of aware of. You can't just kind of blindly trudge through here.
Okay.
Yeah, I already killed him.
Dear Father, the fires on the horizon, they are spreading towards our village. I beg you, be careful.
And then once you break the
Something
stuff
evil is
once,
happening. I can
like
feel
all
it.
this stuff will respawn if I leave the
Always
area,
seek
or if I
refuge
die.
here.
Oh,
The monster. Whatever
But
happens,
once you've looted a chest or
Hannah's
found a
safe.
little secret
Please.
thing behind stuff like this,
Please,
like
be
I
safe.
could break those barrels again later. There's not ever
And
going
there
to be a
wouldn't
thing I
be.
could, yeah.
Got it.
So, and then these little portals here. I remember where this one's at.
Okay.
Because you defeat powerful foes, you can open up these portals and kind of go into another little realm.
And there'll be like
Whoa.
loot or monsters or both.
Yeah, or both, right.
What's up, Francis?
So again, like one hit from him could probably, one or two. Oh, yep, like that.
Ouch.
That hurt. That was stupid.
Ouch.
That was dumb.
Oh, no.
And so yeah.
So
Okay.
there's the soul cloud.
So yeah, so to demonstrate, yeah, I got cocky because I was doing really well there for a minute. I was trying to get behind him and see if I could do one of those executes, and I messed up. So here I am back at the very beginning, and you notice even the guy who I first fought is here. So
Wow. Okay. Castle is just kind of shaking his head.
yeah,
Like,
Cassie just
seriously?
stands up there and was like, "Oh, I should have dodged. Damn it! I thought I could just maneuver him."
So where do we see the timer for getting your soul then?
There's no timer. The game will just tell you, like, see my XP modifiers back to
Yep.
1 because I
Okay.
died. So now I gotta get through here. So some of these I may just avoid so I can get my soul back real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. What are we doing, PS4? Hello? Really? Is this gonna lock up on me too?
Oh no.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright. Well, maybe that's just the nature of this game. That's awesome.
Wow.
Thank you so much. Great. Awesome. So the answer is I should not have spent money on this game twice.
Apparently.
Fuck you, Lords of the Fallen. Report the problem.
Yes.
Please explain the problem. Fuck you. This is very frustrating for me because I've not had a problem on the PS4 version the entire time before.
Yeah.
Like I played through, like I said, about an hour and a half of this and didn't have an issue. I don't know what it is, man. Here I'm trying to help them sell their damn game. I'm trying to have fun with it. I bought the damn thing twice. Obviously, the only answer is I need to buy it on Xbox One.
Oh God. Oh God. Yeah,
No,
because that's bug free.
Son of a bitch. Alright. Well, here I thought, like, oh, silly me, that if I maybe just got off the PC, maybe it's just the
Right.
NVIDIA version, but no. Apparently it's having problems on PS4 too. Great. Well, by hook or by crook, we're gonna see some of this game. And what's really frustrating is that's kind of been my 2014. I mean, I know we're in 2015 now, but that's kind of been like the story of last year, which is like really great games that I can't play because they're fucking broke.
Yeah. So like what other games?
Well, you remember I got shit. Assassin's Creed Unity didn't fucking work.
Oh, yeah.
Halo Master Chief Collection, like I'm playing primarily the campaign stuff, which is there, but the multiplayer didn't work. All these, tons of games came out last year that had problems where they would need some sort of a patch. There, I got him. Some sort of that seems to be the thing. Like, ship them broke. Like, games used to work. Oh, you son of a bitch! Alright, potion time. Notice I had 7 this time, because it kept
Okay.
my progress with the bottle.
Yeah.
So at least I had that going for me.
Is it eating your face?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm going to potion again. Well, let's see if I can get back to my body here.
Don't get ballsy.
Yeah, I'm just kind of brute forcing this right now because I'm... But that's kind of the mechanic that it takes, is like... Here we go.
Okay.
You're still kind of concerned about getting your health back, getting your life back or whatever, that it'll make you take some chances. Alright, so let's deal with this guy again. He really comes down the stairs. I gotta watch it. I got tighter quarters than I did before. Wait for my energy. You gotta constantly watch that energy too, because nothing sucks worse than... There we go. Coming up out of a dodge or an attack, and then attacking and think like, okay, now I gotta dodge this attack, and you don't have enough energy left.
Oh no, yeah.
So you can see, like, now I've got this Marauder Great Axe. And I got everything sorted by damage right now.
Uh-huh. So that's not the most damage for you.
No, because if you look at it,
Oh yeah.
I don't
it's
meet
got
the
it.
strength requirements.
Okay.
It's huge. Yeah, and this is where the real game comes into play. different weapons will increase their damage based on what attribute. So obviously this one scales off strength. It will scale off 6% of my strength value. There's certain attack speeds and critical damage. So my attack speed on my daggers is 110% base. So they're very fast. And when I crit big, like 300% damage.
Nice, okay.
You can also see those work off agility, which is going to be more suited to this character as, say, if I was playing a big-ass warrior, obviously maybe that axe would be more suitable to him, and I would do more damage with it. I mean, nothing would prevent me from using this.
Oh, okay.
If I
Even though
really-
you don't have the strength requirement?
Right. Like, I can still... Ugh. And I could try it with one hand, but... Oof. Yeah. Like, good luck. And I'm not gonna hit with this thing.
Okay.
And even if I do, it's going to do paltry amount of damage compared to the daggers that I was using.
Right.
It's just not suitable. So even though you're playing the same character, and even though it's all kind of like, hey, you're still Harkin, you're going through the same storylines, things like that, it's still to the point where it offers enough variety between the magic systems and the weapon systems and how you build your characters out. So if I talk to him here. What's up, Caslo?
I've found a key. What are you waiting for? Open the door.
I like how
I could use some help. Here, this might be useful.
if I remember right, he gives me another potion bottle. Let me look here. My potions. Nope, 7 of 7. Okay. I thought he gave me something. Whatever. I like how Harkin is. I found a key.
I'll try and spawn the...
Right. Not like, hey, how you doing, buddy? How's that wound?
Right.
Yeah, I guess Harkin probably would be played by like an older Jason Statham at this point.
Yeah.
Do you want to build a snowman? Probably not.
Here.
Yeah. This is pretty much the opposite of Frozen. So you're actually looking at, congratulations, this is your first Lord of the Fallen.
Oh. He's got a little frowny face on his.
They're not happy people. Okay, so first boss fight right away, within a few minutes of starting the game, which I appreciate.
I like the little rip-off Night on Bald Mountain music.
Oh shit.
Okay, so that's like little 75 to 25%.
Yep. Alright, so he's gonna come right at me with this one, I think, so. Yeah, he's got stages where, okay, so every stage, he's gonna lose a little bit of armor, and he gets a little more mobile.
Okay.
I gotta figure out how to get around that. Yo! Nope, he hit me with the backhand, damn it. I was hoping I could.
You're out of energy.
Yeah. Nope. There we go. He gets mad and rips off more of his clothes. So even though he's got the same attacks and I'm playing the same character, based on my armor and weaponry, I'm going to approach this a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Nope, let's just get out of the way here and then through. There we go. Gotta watch that. All those dodges took something out of me, so here we go. Come on. I see I got behind him pretty good on that one.
Yep.
Okay, and this is his final
Oh
form.
boy,
Yeah.
look at the sparkles.
Look at this. Look at the sparkles. Yeah, that's one way to do this. Okay. It doesn't have a shield.
Freestyle section.
Right. Right. Like, this is his floor exercise.
Worst
Oh,
ice
oh,
capades ever.
oh. I thought I was going to get in there and get it. No.
Oh, just one more hit.
No. Oh, I got cocky.
Oh no! Oh no, you're not very good with the rogue. Not yet.
Well, no, and I'm probably not playing as conservative as I should. I'm used to being big and beefy at this point. 'Cause
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll show you on my paladin kind of the difference.
Yeah.
All right.
Gotta go get your
All right. Once
stuff.
more with feeling.
Get your stuff.
We get the target lock off of him so that I can actually run around here and.
Okay.
Okay. Didn't do anything to him. There we go.
Is it like his sword stuck in the tile or something?
Yeah, it's kind of like exactly what happens. Oh, no energy. No energy!
Oh.
Nope. Get behind him and. Yeah. Well, fortunately he doesn't like hit me for very much when he does that little rip off his armor thing. He just knocks
Okay.
He'll sap my energy. That's pretty much it. All right, you son of a bitch. So I'm getting a couple combos in now. All right, now we're back. So it's taking a lot less this time because I know I'm doing a little bit more.
Yeah.
All right, Dorothy. Backswing a little bit. I didn't have enough energy left. You know what? Screw you. I'm just gonna stab you and kill you. So like, once I got my timing down,
Yeah.
I did a lot better.
Whoa, what?
Wait, you haven't seen Highlander?
Oh. You're like absorbing his power or whatever.
Something like that, yeah. I think that's exactly what they're going for.
What was that? One of those lords Caslo keeps talking about.
What are those lords? Okay. So, like, again, I just got this guy's greatsword, but it would only do 5 damage, and there's no way I could actually do anything with it.
Yeah, it'd be
you
way
know?
too big.
Strict requirement's 15, and that's not the kind of character I am. So this is the system, like I was telling you about. And look, it even runs you through a nice little tutorial kind of explaining that mechanic. So go ahead and hit the button and try it out. Okay, so downstairs there's your spell points and attribute points. These are the categories of attributes you have, as long as the descriptions of what everything does when I arrow over them. These are the spells that I could get, blah, 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 blah. So I can hit my left trigger and go for more spell points. which remember I have the prayer and deception. I don't have that unlocked yet, so I could do that. Or I could go ahead and spend more on just raw attributes by hitting the right trigger and putting things into attribute points. So I've got 1,846 to go right now. So that's enough to do one of each, which is probably what I'll go ahead and do. So I'll do 1,100 for a spell point. Boom, I got one. I go to my spells, and now I can unlock prayer rank 1, which is my little, Decepticon, clone or whatever.
Oh,
that
right.
will, pop out there and do what I need to do. And now I can see, like, if I want to get that level, if I want to get that at level 2, or if I want to get Mimic or Stab, which sounds fun.
Stab. A blood-seeking supernatural assassin.
That's right. I would need to have a faith of 12.
Oh, okay.
To do that, to unlock that. So that spell points. So it's kind of like you need this. You need to have the attributes high enough to use the spells, and then you need to spend the money on the spells. So like the spell system here and the magic system here, it almost kind of like double dips with your investment. Like if you want to be really magic heavy, you're going to pay like twice the price for it essentially, because you have to level up the spell and have high enough like faith level. In addition, that if you're not playing a faith-based character, like say, like I'm playing an agility-based character, that's a whole nother like attribute now I have to pump up in addition to my main one. So it's like magic can be powerful in this game, but it's also something you'd have to invest really heavily in to do.
That seems kind of skewed away from the non-faith classes.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say, what the hell? I'll move my agility up to 12, and that's all I'll do right now.
Okay.
As you can see, I got 329 experience left. My next attribute will cost 550, and my next spell point will cost 1265. So we'll back out of this, and now you can see I've got my spell, and you remember the little decoy guy right here. So when I do this, it creates a little decoy that will now draw the attention of any attackers that are within range. And while it's doing that, because I'm a deception-based magic person, it'll actually, you can see if I stop, it'll regen it'll regen my stuff quicker, and then it dissipates.
Got it.
So that's the first spell that everybody gets. The other thing I can do here is use this. So click, instead of character development, I can hit use. And now it says checkpoint activated, health refilled, all my potions are refilled, and my experience modifier has been reset to 1.
Got it. Okay.
So that's that.
Alright, so shall we see the paladin?
We shall. I cannot believe this game locked up on me on a PS4. I'm so pissed. Alright, so this guy is a little ahead. Not much, but a little ahead. I feel my cold coming back.
Oh no.
That sucks. Frustrated because you can't strike, block, or evade? Are you sure you have enough energy?
Is this like an infomercial?
Yeah, it's a commercial for Power Bar. That's interesting, and I don't know about that. Did you see that little tab where it says each boss fight can be won in a specific way, and you'll know by getting unique loot? I'm thinking if you complete the battles in a certain way, that certain bosses will drop things, but whatever. Okay, so this is my paladin. Again, hearken, same character, much different look. When you look at his weapons right now, well, let me look at his character development. Strength of 10, vitality, his faith and endurance are what I've mainly worked on. Vitality is a lot higher. And spells, I'm using the shelter spell. There's the prayer that everybody starts with, but I actually unlocked the shelter spell, and it's actually kind of like my go-to.
Okay.
It will increases my defense to all kinds of damage, and then anytime somebody hits me, the damage gets reflected back to them.
Nice.
It's not that I don't take the damage.
Oh, okay.
It's that they take that damage in addition to what, like they're taking the punishment right along with me. So the harder they hit me, the more they do to themselves too.
That's really sweet.
So that coupled with like heavy armor has been pretty damn effective. I found, and I'll show you just like a quick example of that. So obviously I'm using a mix, I think, of I got my gauntlet too, which you find a little bit later in the game. You remember like the gauntlet where it's like, here, I'll just show you. So I can go two-handed, I can put my shield away and go swing this guy from the fences and go bury bonds with somebody, or I can go ahead and equip the magical gauntlet that you find, that you know.
And everybody gets this.
Right, shoots magic. You know, I can kind of block with it, but it's not as effective as my shield, but I'll show you exactly what it does here in a minute. Again, I'm charging on heavier armor, but you can see like I can carry 23 pounds and I'm wearing 15.5, and I've got heavy armor. I have no helm on, so I've saved that weight.
Oh,
I got
okay.
heavy armor here, and I've got medium armor and my gauntlets and heavy armor.
And you did that
boots.
just to kind of keep your weight down a little.
To keep my, because what I wanted to do was keep my weight like in the normal range, in the gray range of 15.5. So I have average mobility right now.
Okay.
I'm not super quick, but I'm also not like plodding like I would.
Right.
You could still, if I see if we can pull this off, do like the one shot on these guys. Whatever. Maybe if I do.
Show the gauntlet. You were going to
yeah.
show the gauntlet.
True. Okay, so I got 3 modes. You can see down underneath my magic bar. That would be the single shot. That's the multi-shot blast, and that's explosive, which makes it like a grenade.
Sweet.
Each one takes progressively more magic to use, but I kind of just use it as a projectile. So yeah, I can go ahead and just left trigger and
Nice.
blast that guy. Hit him again.
Very nice.
As a faith-based character, if you look at my stats on the paladin, it increases the amount of magic you have. So not only does it fuel spells, but it means I can fire more gauntlet shots off too.
Nice. Okay.
So in that single mode, use that single fire mode, the gauntlet takes 25 magic to fire, and so I have 84, which means I can fire it 3 times before it's out.
Got it.
But that's at the expense of not being able to cast my main spell,
Okay.
which I will show you what that is right here, just to give you a preview. So here, remember that little guy we fought him earlier at the beginning? Like, okay. I think there's a little assassin up here too. So I'm going to get his attention. Hey! Hey! Alright, head back up top, and then I'll show you this spell. 'Cause I don't think you've seen another one. I think you've seen the decoy.
You showed me this one briefly, but I like it. Go ahead.
Alright, I'm going to get him up here. Oh, did it?
Did you do the wrong one?
Yeah.
That's the decoy. Okay.
Whatever.
So he's attacking that instead of you. And you're getting magic back while it's up, right?
And I'm blocking. I'm not dodging with this guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it was replenishing magic. Somebody's type will be okay. There's my shelter spell that I meant to show you. I can play video games, and I know there's a little stabby guy right there. See him? So I'm going to go ahead and do this spell, and now that's my shield. So now I've got him here. I'm going to let him hit me.
And
See how it
reflects.
reflected?
Yep.
And also didn't do. Look how much damage it did to me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hit me one more time, buddy. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Before it runs out.
Nope.
Nope. All right. Whatever. Oh, there he hit me. Anyway, when it hit me before, it barely did anything.
Yeah. This guy tries to get all fancy.
Yep. I also hit, like, a lot harder than that guy did.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's that. Different play style. Like I said, I'm not... If I could still dodge... But I'm not quite doing the big fat guy roll. But I can show you what the fat guy roll looks like. I know you like it.
I do.
Now I'm up to, so I put my helm on. I'm in the yellow, 18.55 at 23.
Right.
And when I roll now, oh, I shouldn't have had that second Big Mac. Oh, this milk was a bad choice. Oh. So yeah. Take the helmet off. I sacrifice some defense, but again, I'm a little more mobile, so
Yeah.
it's really about mixing and matching the gear that's going to suit the playstyle that you have. So I like being able to dodge and not completely rely on block.
Right.
It's a little cheery sunshine.
Maybe you want to help me out. You see, I'm looking for a dagger. Poor craftsmanship, simple, rusty. Seen it by any chance?
I thought you were looking for the pathway.
It's an heirloom. With the help of my book of lineage, it can point me directly to
The story
pathway.
stuff has not been anything that's really compelled
Yeah.
me.
I don't care.
I'm Hawking. I don't care about anything, anyone.
Yeah.
I'm going to go cry now. Alright, so here I'll show you the shelter again. Let him hit me. See, it didn't. I mean,
Watch out!
Oh, there's another
there are
guy.
some freaks on your side of the gate.
alright. I'm already ready to cast it again if I wanted to.
Nice.
Okay, you're gonna spin around, y'all. Good night, sir. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Not again.
Not again. Why does this keep happening to me? Yeah. I have not fought this guy with my paladin. So... I have no idea what to expect. Oop. I should lock on that.
Is that like a little AoE he did? Little
Yeah,
cone?
he kneels down and he like sends his shit out this way.
Yeah.
Alright, so now he goes into his little shell, and then he actually summons, yeah.
Oh.
I'm not gonna get the spell off. See, you gotta get the whole...
Oh, yeah.
Stay down, Petunia.
Whoa. Did you have to dodge those?
You do.
Or not get hit by him, rather?
Come on. But you can see, like, he's hitting me, but I'm not taking nearly the damage I would have on that rogue.
Right.
Alright, so now this is... I know I got another guy coming in, I just don't know where he's at. There he is. Yeah, he's hitting me, but, I mean, he's also... that's not good. No! That's bad.
Ouch.
And like I said, I'd like to have the ability to dodge. My little shield. Hit him a couple times. I kind of did a little sprint attack. You see that where I kind of leapt up and hit him?
Oh, uh-huh. It's kind of very heavily on.
Yeah. Alright. Take off my click on him. Fast guy coming in. See if I can get my... There we go. More shots. So again, I'm playing this a lot differently than I would in my rogue. I mean, a lot of it is still... that hurt. A lot of the same stuff. Like I'm trying. Ooh, son of a bitch. Trying to strafe as much as I can.
Yeah.
I got a few good shots in on him. I gotta back up though. I'll kind of keep him centered when I can.
Yeah.
No. Alright, he's coming. Damn it, get a shield. I'm very defensive based, he's very defensive based, so it's taking me more time.
Right.
Nope. Damn it, I was too slow on that. Get some shots on him though. Alright. Just got that off.
Yeah. Oh, there's two.
Yes, there are two this phase. When that shield and hitting as hard as I do, like, I'll take that trade. I can actually do a fair bit of damage. I'm just slow. Slow. Damn it, I didn't have to block that. I took a little. So he takes my energy off of that shield swipe.
Oh.
Broke my guard there. I'm just trying to hold him with energy. Okay. See, he's hit me, but he's just hit me for my energy because I block 100% with this shield.
I see.
No. I went with prayer. I'm not gonna get this off. Where am I? Yes! That little leaping attack there. Because when you sprint, it uses energy. When you attack, it uses energy. When you block, it uses... I mean...
Gotcha.
So he hit himself a little bit there when he did that slam.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Damn it. I really don't want him to do another shell phase.
Yeah.
Should back him up. Oh. Maybe I'm going about this whole thing wrong.
Okay.
Hey, bitch.
Oh.
Play like a gauntlet, motherfucker.
There you go.
Ah! Shouldn't mess with that. They get some magic back here. I can block with the gauntlet, but see how I took damage. It's nowhere near as effective.
Yeah.
There you go. See, I was casting my shield the whole time. I probably should have just went back and forth and shooting the gauntlet.
Yeah.
But whatever. Job's done. And I can't believe. But that's probably how I'm going to play this character. Very defensive, very tanked up. But I probably should have. But I should have been using the gauntlet as more offensive at that point.
Right.
But you could see how different the play style is. I think. Like Rogue, where I was like dodge constantly. Commander. My little trophy. Whatever he left for me.
His shield.
He did. Which, let's look at that. Defense is much higher, but look at the weight.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I could definitely do this, but rolling is back to that. Of course, but you see all the shields have a different ability. So if I hit L2, oh, I don't have the attribute requirement. Why don't I have the attribute requirement? The hell is this required? Oh, I have to have a 15 strength.
Wow.
And I have a 10.
Oh, wow.
Because again, I'm being like a faith-based character primarily, not a whatever. But where the heavy shield has this bash, if I had the high enough strength, the tower shield, you'd basically slam it down and do like what he did and have like a fortification.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah, that's Lords of the Fallen.
All right.
I like this game when it works.
It seems really nicely done. Really well done.
That seems to be the story of 2014 for me. I really like this game when it actually works. But thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.